Hello, boys. It's been a busy week for me. I actually kind of effed up because I think I kind of overworked myself a little bit this week, which is not very good for your health. Can get you pretty effed up. So don't follow my example on that. I think the reason why I did that, if anyone cares, is because on Monday, dude, it was ridiculous. So came back from vacation from America on Christmas Eve and all that nonsense. Okay, I'm gonna start working, right? And as I wake up, literally, as I wake up, there's this extremely heavy rain. Light turns off, the light goes out on the street, on the block. And it only comes back literally 24 hours later. And the reason why that happened is because the trees in São Paulo are literally all dead in the inside. There are these huge tall trees and they're all dead because nobody the mayor doesn't take care of them, basically. The government doesn't take care of them. So they're all just falling down when there's rain, and they're just falling on the cables and causing all this kind of havoc. And they take 24 hours to remove the thing, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, dude. But yeah, I guess this kind of made me a little anxious, ADHD and all that. And so then I started overworking like an idiot. But I got 99% of the work that I had to do done in this week. Yeah. And it was a pretty big list. And you guys will see that now. So, yeah, let me just take a second look at this again. Always, I really like to use paper when you're when I'm designing and stuff. It really helps me it helps me remember things, and it helps me get very well organized, or at least somewhat organized. Okay, I think we can start off with the first big change. This is the biggest change in the game. And it is that the leaders now have changed how they have been nerfed, basically, is pretty much what it is. So before, they used to have 2 abilities and then the ultimate, which is the second ability here that flips her, and then she becomes a soul and she enters the battlefield and do battle and all that nonsense. Or in case of Amy, she becomes a permanent skill, right? Before, they used to have 2 abilities, and people heavily suggested me to people on the on the home TCG Discord server heavily suggested to me to only have 1 ability, because it can be pretty bad to balance cards around leaders that do too much things. And to be quite honest, it was kind of hard to make leaders, because I had to think of 3 abilities for them. They had to be 2 cards, and the first card needs to have a lot of abilities. So it was kind of hard to come up with them. I think now it's gonna be a lot easier to design and a lot more balanced, a lot more tamed, which is very nice. So Amy no longer has her first ability, her old first ability that would allow her to place spell counters on cards. Now she just has the ability where she draws one card and then discards one. Oh yeah, also Midjourney version 6 dropped, so it's actually pretty good. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because I guess it's because like it's still being tested, but it has been like thrown out for the public. I don't know why, but like before it's ready. So I guess this is going to result in them making like a version 6.1 eventually that fixes the issues. So version 6 of Midjourney is a mixed bag. On one hand, it looks stunning. It looks really good. Like if you just look at it, you're like, holy gosh darn, this unironically looks professional, right? No questions asked, right? It really looks very good. But it also brought back a lot of the issues that version 5 had corrected, like the eyes going like, like you have like one eye looking here and then one eye looking there. The fingers, like the AI hand and the AI feet, the positions are like kind of wonky. When you make like full body images, the faces get all distorted. So like it somehow brought back a lot of the issues from previous versions. I think they're going to fix it because they have already fixed them in the past. But it's pretty weird that, like, and it's like, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, it clearly looks very good. Like, in comparison, like, I mean, look at this. Like, it's like, this is like on a indie studio level of professional, and this is like on a professional studio level of professional. It's like, it's really, really good, but it's also like really wonky. So I don't know what's up with that. But version 6 did allow me to do like a lot of the art that I couldn't do before, and I'm going to show a little bit of that right now. So by default, I changed all of the default like leader like artworks to be version 6 because it just looks so much better than what they used to look before. I think I can actually like hop on somewhere and grab the old shit. I think this is like the old. This has like old cards for sure. Oh yeah, it absolutely does. It's like you will see like how crazy this is actually. And then again, also for comparison's sake, it's also nice to have. So let's get these sorted. These I didn't change too much. I only changed like the. I once again changed some of the fallen angels. This one is still the same. This one's still the same. This one is now different. Now she no longer looks like a goth. She looks more like a witch, like a fallen angel witch. And this guy looks a lot cooler now. And oh my gosh, I'm really happy with this image. Really happy. So yeah. So like for the multicolors, that's like pretty much all the changes that I've done. If we go to the old cards, right here. So like this is how like the default used to like look like. I mean, just look in comparison. It's like, I mean, damn, like, bro, it's insane, right? It's effing insane. And it's like these, both of these basically have like the same prompts, like, but this was made in version 4 and this was made in version 6. It's so much better, which is why I decided to, like, you know, change them. So yeah, I am going to also, like, I'm not entirely done with the leader cards. I also want to, like, oh yeah, I also changed the icons for the game to look more like the elements that they represent. So, like, you know, for the light, the best thing I can do is, like, just pick, hold on, this card. You see, like, so I changed all of the icons. So, like, light is now like a crucifix in a yellow planet that is, like, kind of oil painted. Like, I try to, like, maintain the oh nah, come on, this doesn't even have Pentaclash. Shut up, this is old. Let's, I don't know, then just pick anything, go this, whatever. So, like, I try to maintain, like, the old style of the elements, like, kind of like oil painted, like, very stylized. But I try to make it so that, like, the icons are more visible and they're very simplistic, so that when they get, like, minimized in the text, you don't lose a lot of information and you can still tell what kind of element it is. This is going to be very helpful for daltonic people, and it's just good for readability's sake as well. So yeah, like, the old icons are gone, even though you know, and this is the thing, I used to like them. They were pretty, but, you know, man, you gotta be, like, you gotta do better than that, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. Yeah. So this is like crap. Okay. So let's keep going. Oh yeah, and I as I was saying about the leaders, I do plan on putting, like, some of the icons, like, some of the, like, element icons on the leaders. Probably I'm gonna put, like, on the top left, I think. But yeah, I guess that's what it is. I did change, like, I nerfed St. Clair. So, like, now she like, her like, when she transforms, she deals less damage and she has less HP. Before she used to have like 10, and she used to hit for 8, and she would have, like, lifesteal. And lifesteal is, like, you know, you heal for 8, and then you, like, win the game for the healing win condition. For her, like, I changed it, like, you know, since I removed her second ability to, like, add a protection counter to a card, I gave back that ability on her second attack. Also, I have moved away, like, the healing condition, like now, like, before it used to be like 40. You needed to have, like, 40 to win, and now you need to have 50. And the reason for that is not because of, like, clerics being OP or anything like that, or, like, it's not about the cards themselves. It's more about, like, the state of the game as a whole, because you need, like, you know, like, you need to inflict 20 damage to your opponent in order to win, right? And you don't gain anything by inflicting damage. You're just removing your opponent's resources, because life is a resource in card games, right? But you're not like, inherently gaining anything by doing that. You're just, like, removing his tools that he may or may not have. So, but when you're healing, it's like you also need to heal, like, 20 points, exactly the same amount. And you can heal with lifelink, which is, like, sure, like, only some cards, like, only a few cards do, but still, Like they act pretty much the same. And you can heal 2 effects, which once again, sure, only a few cards do. But the problem is that like at the same time you're healing, you're also like giving yourself a resource, which is life, and you're giving yourself more time to like to remain in the game, to stay in the game, right? You're giving more like you're literally getting more life, so you stay like, so maybe you survive for one more turn, right? So it felt unfair that like that they would get like the same things that aggro decks would get just because it's more scarce. Because in the future it's not gonna be so scarce, right? It's going to be like there's going to be like you'll be able to make like an entire deck of lifelink cards that are actually pretty powerful and effects that are really strong at healing. And it would feel like at this point it would feel like healing is just unfair. So to prevent that scenario and to make things more balanced, now healers need to heal like 50 life points. Like healing players will need to heal until they have 50 life points, so that they win the game automatically for the win con. So there is like huge change for the lights. Kind of a nerf to them, which kind of sucks, but I mean it's fair. So I also made, like, just for fun, a anime version of the leaders, because I just like anime and I think I don't know, it looks pretty cute in my opinion. I'm keeping like some of the old ones. This one doesn't look so bad, so I might as well keep it. But yeah. Metatron was changed so that like she only has like her second ability. Her ultimate is still pretty much the same thing. So yeah, she's just there to make like angels stronger now. And she no longer like summons angels, because like to be honest, like her ability to summon angels was useless. It was like they would block one attack maybe, and so you know, it's like it was terrible ability. Michael, unchanged, completely unchanged. Changed the artwork for General Armstrong, the Illuminated. Trying to do something a little bit like more like Warhammery. I personally like really like how his sword looks like a cross in this, like a holy cross. That's like a really cool detail. So yeah, she is unchanged, and so is her Sanctuary. This card now has a different artwork, and now it uses spell counters instead of blood counters. I'm trying to like minimize like the amount of counters I'm gonna put, like so that like spell counters feel a little bit more relevant. This is like actually a pretty cool change, because like maybe you can put like spell counters on this card with like water cards. So you can get like value by mixing them together, like by mixing this card with like water decks and stuff. So that's pretty cool. This card I only changed nothing, just changed the icon. Oh yeah, I changed this card a little bit. Now this card uses time counters, and I just realized it has a typo on the counters part. I'm gonna fix it sooner, or maybe tomorrow, like maybe like to Monday, dude. I'm just so tired from working, dude. It's been such a busy work for me. She's like the same. Bouncy Blob is the same. I could actually make his text smaller, I think. Oh yeah, another thing that I did. I made like the text box a little bit bigger, right? So you can fit more text in it. So this guy is still the same thing. This card is still the same thing. This card is still the same thing. This card is still the same thing. Still the same. Still the same. I think I changed the... Oh yeah, I added a flavor text to this. Like some people can just disappear in the crowd. So yeah. Bladed Nun. Light Trojan Horse, Crusader Shield. Gave it like a new artwork. I'm really happy with it. Like the other one was like 3D, felt like, and I'm not a big fan of like 3D in card games. I don't know about why. I just not a big fan of it. I don't think it looks good, or it doesn't look as good as like 2D. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, especially that like it has like a background, like it seems like it's a part of the world rather than something that is like just detached. Like like this feels like a concept. This feels like a shield that really exists in the world, right? And I like that for sure. So no change, no change, no change, no change, no. I changed her artwork, but I don't remember if I already showed it. So yeah. No change, no change, no change. This one I actually forgot to change his name in the card. Brother Ambrosius Tigerheart, Roman monk. I changed his artwork. That was all. Oh yeah, I also changed his flavor text. A bohemian monker often seen on pubs and churches. He mastered the technique of brawling as well as that of brewing top quality beer. I might do like some spell check on that because I feel like there's like a typo that I didn't like know about. Amy, she is looking good. And so is her avalanche, which finally, like for the first time, it actually looks like there is an avalanche happening, right? So this is pretty cool. So yeah, there was like a little bit of a mistake with her like old card. I think I used like some of the anime version on accident, and I have to like just fix it. I'll fix it later, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, this is the anime version, and she's looking pretty cute, right? She's in her lab doing her research and stuff. So yeah, she's doing that. I kind of want to change this. He's like alt sign, so that it actually looks like it's his interface, like his computer or something, rather than looking like it's just him. So yeah. Also, like this image looks pretty blurry now that I'm noticing it. I don't know why. So yeah. Ishla, Gin of Magic, still the same thing. Bobo Girl got a huge improvement in visually. She looks much better in my opinion. I added a frick ton of flavor text to her, because like now she's like a superhero, vigilante, whatever. So yeah, she does that things. Volkner got a bit of a better artwork, because like his newest artwork kind of looked like it was pretty underwhelming, I felt like. And Volkner is like a character that I like, a cool character in my opinion. So I wanted to give him like something more epic, something cooler, and that's what I came up with. He's wearing like a iron mask, and which is cool as F. Steel Mage has no change. Freezy Shot has no change. Magic Book, no change, no change, no change, no change. Study now has a flavor text. A brain without study is a mind without thought. Nebula Gate Warden, no change, no change, no change. I changed Iron Patroller, like, before she was like called Lightning, the Iron Maiden. Now she's a Fae, and the reason why she's a Fae now is because Faes now exist in the lore of the game. They are like magical, adept, flying beings that have the size of normal people. They're not tiny, right? They're just people with butterfly wings or insect wings who have a certain amount of magical magical adaption. What is it called? Adaption. I don't know what is the word. So yeah, I took away the generic looking girl in a power suit for a black girl who is a fairy, and I gave her the flavor text that says, "Your tricks ain't gonna work on me, love." I mean, that's what it is. Yeah. So Merfolk Oracle, same thing. Changed the artwork for counter. Now it features Amy. This is something that I did for like a lot of the artworks. It's like something that I did in the past for lights, but I didn't do for other elements, and I don't know why. So like in the lights, you know, you can see that Claire shows up in a lot of the cards, like the Golden Orb of Healing. I should also. I'm also gonna like put some flavor text on these cards later. And power absorption, right? And I don't know why I didn't do that for the other elements, actually, like showing the leaders, right? Because they're important for the story, right? So like now they're here, right? So here she is like countering some kind of like ice magic with her hands, like she's bitch slapping it, like fuck that kind of thing. The flavor text is still the same. I might change it to something a little bit better, hopefully. Visionary spell. Oh yeah, I changed Merfolk Mage to something that doesn't sound as generic and boring. And yeah, no, that's all like changed, I believe. Oh yeah, I also changed his artwork to this wall text. I'm not gonna read it because it's like it's a effing wall text, dude. Chura now has like a more charming artwork, and she looks a little bit more charming as well. Like I would say, like I tried to give like a pink outfit to contrast with her blue or cyan or light blue skin color, right? And I mean, I think she looks pretty good. She looks like she's meditating. She looks at peace. She looks wise and kind of like powerful because she's floating mid-air and all that nonsense. So she's looking fine. Azul, no change. This spell now has a different artwork. No change. This card has a funny new artwork. Loop back. Flavor text. The problem of entering through old ruins is that you never know when you'll fall on a time vortex. By Amy. It's true. It's true. You watch out for those time vortexes. They're pretty dangerous, I'd say so. Here going with Earth. I effing love this artwork, dude. Like these look so good, bro. They look so good. I removed his broken ability to every turn summon a 3/3 wolf token, and now he only has like the +1 counter, which is a huge nerf to Fred, but I don't think it's like the end of the world for him at all. Like I think a +1 counter per turn is like still pretty good, right? The old artwork, and then here is like the anime artwork. I personally like this 3 armor a lot. Looks very nice. So yeah. Failing no longer has the ability to summon plant tokens. So yeah. Holger, the King of the Beasts, has a new artwork because he's basically like the big boss monster of the Earth souls as of right now. He's like a 3 souls, like for F's sake. And his old artwork looked a little bit underwhelming in comparison to the new, better and improved artworks of the Earth souls, Earth legendary souls. So that's it. Giant Cocoon now also has a new artwork, and I like it. Like you see like this sci-fi like kind of movie like gigantic insect cocoon in the middle of a forest, and then it turns out into a kaiju destroying a city. I also changed a little bit her effects. I gave it a buff because it was so bad. Now it has the ability that like, I mean, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's more like a nerf. During the end phase, because she has like, oh, I mean, it's a nerf and a buff. During the end phase, when this card, like, you place like 2 -1 counters on all souls your opponent controls. But if this card was summoned by having Giant Cocoon destroyed, you negate his effect. So like now, you don't no longer get this effect if you didn't like place the 3 timer counters on Giant Cocoon. But now you get like more counters, basically. So like, you know, if this card is on the field, it gets like destroyed by battle, like this thing comes up, but it pretty much only comes up as like a big body with flying and target proof and nothing else, which is still pretty good. It's not bad, right? But it's just like you just kind of lose like the finishing effect, like the game-winning effect, right? Mighty Zoltan has been like, he got like a different artwork so that it actually looks like a minotaur, not just like a dude with horns, and actually looks like a wrestler, not just like a minotaur or some dude in trunks or whatever. Lara is no change. I changed the artwork for this because I didn't really like the newest one. It was just like, it was pretty much like the best thing that the Midjourney version 5.2 could come up with, and I wasn't really like, I didn't really like it. I kind of prefer like the old version a lot more. So I tried to like make a new one for version 6 that looked a little bit more like the old one, and I think I achieved that, right? So this has no change. I'm thinking about like buffing this card so that it's like no longer a unique, so you can have like multiple copies of it. I don't think it's like toxic to have like multiple copies of this card, to be honest, because it doesn't really like do much to be like a unique. It's not like very abusive. So no change. I gave her like 1 more point of damage to her Nightblade attack. So it's a small buff for her, very tiny buff for her. No change. No. I should probably buff this card because it's so bad right now, to be honest. Oh well. I changed his artwork, so because I liked the old artwork, but the old artwork for some reason only had like 3 legs. So this one has 4 legs. So yeah, and I actually really like it. It looks really good. So yeah. No change. This one, Destroy Magic. It's one of the cards that I changed to fit the. You know, it talks about like the leader, right? It changes, like it's talking about the leader, like it's showing him breaking like some kind of magical barrier, and then there, like the flavor text says, "Your magic won't save you. Face me like a man or leave this place," because he's manly and powerful, and he's Giga Chad and all of that fun stuff. I'm really happy with the artwork, by the way. Really happy. I just don't like the hand, the fingers, but other than that, I think it's really cool. Oh yeah, Giant Larva has a new artwork to fit with the new Giant Cocoon and Giant Perfect Muff. Looks good. Looks very good in my opinion. This one I really like. I'm a fan of this new artwork. Despondent Dryad, like now she looks like she's actually depressed, like she's having a rough time in her life, right? She's been through dark days, and the artwork is very gloomy. It's very like she's in like a dirty part of the city. She's looking like kind of hopeless. Her hair is like not like well done and all the nonsense. And I feel like in contrast to that, like she looks very pretty and very beautiful, right? Which is like, it's so interesting, right? Because such an like, I feel like it's interesting when people who are like beautiful or rich or famous or whatever are depressed, because it's like, it's such a huge contrast to their like emotional stuff. And then her flavor text says, "I don't think this world has a place for me. ... Right? She is really having it rough, right? Still sucks though. She's still a terrible card. I guess that's why she's so depressed. But at least she looks cooler. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, I mean, you guys probably already noticed by now, but I made it so that every single attack has a bold text. I was like kind of like postponing this on last year. I was like postponing. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And I finally like decided to like sit down and be like, you know what? I'm gonna do it today, and I did it for all of them. And Hang Along, legendary longbow. I hated the artwork for the old one. It was terrible, but AI is really terrible with doing long bows because of the strings. It doesn't know how to do the strings and all that nonsense, especially when they're drawn. But version 6 can do longbows just fine, and it actually looks really fantastic and amazing, and I am really happy with the results. So well done. Congratulations. You're amazing. Now let's go for the fire. The fire one has like a really neat surprise for you guys. Firebrand, like now he's like, you know, his old angry dude self. He no longer has like his useless second ability, which was like 2 fires, and then like you make it so that like the opponent can like block for 1 soul or whatever. It was a terrible ability. But I also nerfed his ultimate form, so that like now it's a vanilla. It doesn't have an effect. But he hits like a truck, so you know it's kind of the point, right? Old one. The anime version looks pretty cool. Like yeah, it looks. I prefer like the first one, where he looks like a fucking Giga Chad, right? The other one, he's just angry. So yeah, I transformed Craig into a beautiful goblin girl because I thought that Craig was like he was my most hated card in the game, to be honest, because he looked so boring, so like uninteresting. Let me get like the old Craig. Here he is. Oh my gosh, he looks like an idiot. Here he is. The reason why he looks so terrible is because like this is like in spray painting, like this is like graffiti style. So like the AI kind of like dumbed down its amazing powers to make something graffiti-like, right? Something that would fit realistically in a graffiti painting. But this character is like, he's so terrible. Like he's supposed to be like the leader of the Goblin Vandals, but then it's like his name is just like Goblin Vandal. Like he's just a Vandal. He's just like someone. Like he's just like a douchebag, and he's just like a douchebag who likes to spray paint like public walls. And for some reason, he gets to be for some unknown reason, he gets to be the leader of the goblins when this dude is around, and he looks much cooler than this idiot, right? So I was like, what the F am I doing, right? I'm gonna give them a competent leader who looks cool, looks threatening, looks powerful, looks like she is someone who can command a gang, and she looks awesome. She looks like really cool in my opinion. And then like the outside, like I kept like the same thing because he's not a problem. Like it's just like, it's kind of like, oh, I'm spray painting my gang, right? It's just, you know, nothing wrong with that. It's just like that Craig is now Craggy. I don't know how you pronounce that. But yeah, and she is, she's pretty. Her flavor text is like, Craig's love for fire is matched only for her graffiti work. Whether it's legal, that's actually like I'm misspelling. I'm gonna like fix it later. Anyway, volcanics, no change. Volcanic, no change. No change. No change. No change. Nuclear Horizon. I changed it to what I originally wanted it to be. Like, it's an idea that I stole from a meme page on Twitter, where it was like AI art of like lo-fi nuclear hazards for you to relax to, and then it was like it was like lo-fi girl, and in the back was like there was like a nuclear explosion going on. So you know, that's like I feel like this looks much better than the older artwork. And like it's such a cool concept in my opinion, because it's like oh hey, like the world is ending, everyone is going to die, and then this chick is like, she doesn't even care. She's just like oh, those are some pretty beautiful fireworks, pretty good looking fireworks. You know, that's a nice sight. Yeah, that looks interesting. You know, like she's just so, I don't know, like she's depressed. Probably, because I mean, then again, what is she gonna do at this point, right? The bomb is already going off, right? She can't run, she can't hide. You know, it's over. It's over, right? So I just wanted to just like, you're just like the violinist from Titanic. You're just like, well, it was a pleasure. You know, it was a pleasure living this world. Had my fun. It is what it is, you know? Lacerate, no change. Unfriendly Troll and Unreasonable Imp now has a better artwork. I hated the old artwork, and this one looks better. The reason why I didn't came up with like a different artwork before is because I couldn't get like the AI to put like two different characters on the same picture. But version 6 is actually pretty decent with that, so that's what I did. Self-destruct is still the same, Discard is not updated for some reason. Excuse me. Okay. Bombardment. I need to like note every single mistake that I see to make my job easier, so that I don't forget. Bombardment now looks a lot more dramatic. It looks more like, oh wow, there really is a war going on, and oh my gosh, they're destroying the cities, and they're so beautiful, but they're being destroyed. I like this kind of artwork, dude. I like this heavily dramatic action artworks. They look so good, bro. So good. Murder. So this is Victoria chilling in the fire for change. And this is actually before she was a vampire, before she was in heaven. Probably killing someone for political reasons. Flavor text is, amidst the shadows of power, Victoria's blade whispered death. For the throne, a soul is silenced. So, spooky. Ooh. Fire Serpent Dragon. No change, no change. This one has a better artwork. The old artwork was kind of weird. This one is a lot better. Lot better. A million times better. Flavor text is the same. Oh yeah, I also gave him a buff. Now, because like this card was useless, like, and now if you have like an Earth aura, it's like if this card destroys a soul by battle, you place 2 +1 counters instead of just 1. So like now he will become stronger faster, and he will become hopefully a little bit useful, maybe. Let's hope for it. Goblin Punk, no change. No change, no change, no change. Burning Cards has a new artwork. Dragon Egg has a new artwork. Firedom now has Firebrand in it. And he says, "There's someone burning your precious forest. Come fight me if you dare, Dryad." Which is, and it's being said by Firebrand. This is in relation to like a fight that he had with Fred and Amy, like as he was passing through, Fred's forest and burning down the forest to get his attention. Because Firebrand is all about fighting strong opponents. He wants to fight strong people, right? So he tried to get Fred's attention, right? Torchhead now has a different artwork that now like kind of shows that what he's supposed to be, which is like he's supposed to be like a Marvel, like a comic book super villain, right? He's like this old man, old cranky mage who likes fire magic, and his bald head is on fire. So, you know, and I think he looks cool. Looks kind of funny, like this skinny old man going like, "Hey, I'm gonna throw a fireball in you." Like, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty funny, right? It's pretty cool, you know. That's what comic books fun is all about, right? So Goblin King, blah blah blah. Goblin. I changed Goblin Armada name to Goblin Gang because it's a gang and not an armada. So yeah. Skycraper Sentinel, no change. I made 2 new cards as well. Lazy Lizard. He's basically, well, I'll read it for you. The reason why I made these 2 cards is because like orcs exists, but I didn't make like a single orc in the whole game, which is kind of weird. And because I'm also adding, not lizard man, no, this is not right. I'm adding reptilians to the lore of poor guy. Where is it? Here it is. So let's go with giant orcs first, since the other dude's like bugged or whatever. I mean, you know what? Just like pretend that it's saying reptilian there. I'm gonna fix it later. I don't want to fix. So this guy is like, he has like 1 HP, he has 5 damage, much like, very similarly to this card. Actually, his attack was supposed to be 6, but whatever. So he also has like a 5 damaging attack. But this one is like he destroys himself and then like he just pops all cards around him. While this one is like he attacks, and after he attacks, he cannot. How can I say this? He cannot. He has like the effect where he cannot be untapped after he attacks, right? So he becomes like tapped forever. But you can destroy 1 fire aura you control in your aura pool to untap him, so you can kind of do like some destruction shenanigans with this, because like if you go with like Unfriendly Troll, when he is destroyed, you summon a Fire Amp token. So if he is like, so let's say, right, you can kind of like do this combo. You can like place this card as aura, summon like Lazy Lizard as like your like turn 1 soul attack, and then like if you want, you can just like pop it and have like an imp, like untap this guy and have like a untapped ink to protect your lazy lizard for some reason. So you know, it's some shenanigans that you can do and that I think are pretty neat when you can do. So yeah. Now Giant Orc. He has like 5 HP, 4 damage. It's pretty unusual for a fire soul to have high HP. He has the effect where he cannot be equipped with cards, which is, you know, kind of why he's like so strong, is because he can't be like improved. You can't like improve his attack points or whatever, or defense points. And if you have like a light soul, a light aura, he has vigilance, so he can like theoretically like protect your stuff. And when he attacks, he can destroy like a field card. And there isn't really a lot of cards that interact with field cards in the game, so like I think it's pretty cool to have like one specifically to deal with field cards. So, oh yeah, I forgot to read like the flavor text. Lazy Lizard says like, hey, you get what you pay for, you know, because it's like he's lazy, like he's kind of like a mercenary, but he's lazy, and so like you need to like pay more for him to do more, basically. And this one says you're gonna need bigger weapons for this guy, someone maybe, and yeah, that's it. Now if we go on the darkness, I really like, I mean, like just compare, like, oh my god, it's just so much better, bro. Like this is so much better. And before, it wasn't even that good. It was actually even worse. It was worse. It was terrible. She looked like an idiot, right? Okay, maybe she didn't look like. I mean, to be honest, like this thing looked cool, right? This thing looked pretty cool, like her alt side. This one, yeah, looks pretty cool as well. And now this is her backside. So, a lot cooler, I would say. Lot cooler. And but I just really like her, like going like in some kind of party as a vampire, and she's looking around, seeing like who she can manipulate. Looking pretty darn cool, in my opinion. I removed her second ability, which kind of sucks for her. It's kind of like a huge nerf. The ability that allowed her to sacrifice a zombie to special summon a zombie token. Like, no. Sacrifice any card to summon a zombie token, which was pretty bad to not have that, but you know, I mean, Darkness was kind of OP, so I guess maybe this is going to, you know, fix that. I also gave a little bit of a nerf to her, like, to this form of her. Once per turn, sacrifice one soul you control, special summon one soul from your graveyard. Now you have to sacrifice instead of discarding from your hand. So that kind of sucks, but you know, it's Darkness was a little bit overpowered, a little bit overtuned. So yeah, her anime version looks pretty cute. Like, looks kind of like threatening in my opinion, but also like looks kind of cute, which is interesting. And this one just looks like badass. It's like she already beat you and she's like standing over you. Like, it's just so effing cool. Nama also got a new artwork for her, where she looks more evil, more bad. Like, she looks like a badass archdemon that she is supposed to be. She no longer has like the ability to increase the like increase and decrease damage and like damage and HP for souls, for like souls with corruption counters and demons. So yeah, where's that? Her alt version is the same, but it has like another artwork of her statue of corruption. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. Asmodeus is the same thing. Jezebel, I think I changed her? Not really. No, I didn't change her. Oh well. Oh well. Malphaz is unchanged. Unchanged. This is not updated. There we go. Very nice artwork. I'm a huge fan. So yeah, sure looks. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Looking very good, lady. Did I change her flavor? Let me see. I forgot if I did or not. I did not. It's still the same. This is again one of the cards that I changed for flavor effect for lore, right? Before it used to be like an old man talking to like a skeleton who was like a necromancer or some kind of lich, making some contract. Like now, the necromancer is Countess Victoria herself, right? Because she is a necromancer. Her flavor text is very in flavor, I would say. It says, "A esteemed seeker of the arcane, thou hast an eye for power's script. The scroll thou craves, bearing a spell of formidable necromancy, awaits thy command. For the right price, it shall be thine to wield but once." By Victoria. I really like this. This is very flavorful. This is her, you know, offering like scrolls of necromancy to souls of purgatory, you know, like so they can use that kind of magic and raise the dead, make zombies and whatever. Just another day of business for her for sure. So yeah, looking very amazing. Urban Ninja got a new artwork, which, oh wait, did it? I don't remember. I don't remember if this is new actually. Huh. I think it's actually old. Yeah, this is old actually. Oh. Wait, I thought I gave like this card on flavor. I'm pretty sure I gave this card a flavor text. Pretty confident on that one. I did. "Behold the undying horde, my macabre encourages that dances like encourages. I'm sorry, encourage. I don't know how to pronounce this word even. That dances under the moon's pale gaze. Feel the streets tremble as this zombie party claims the city for a night of eternal revel." By Victoria. So it's Victoria saying this. Coffin Dealer now finally has like a guy who is actually dealing coffins, and it's a zombie, which is funny. So, you know, but I like it. I really like it. Like I had like it's like seriously, version 6 is really good at following prompts. The other one is like, dude, I tried so hard to do this, like a zombie coffin dealer selling coffins, and like none of the other AIs would do it. It's insane. Armored Zombies is still the same. Brainwashing Machine is the same. Dark Dancer is the same. Sword of Darkness is the same. Yasuko has a new artwork where now she looks like this what is the word? This bold assassin ninja or whatever, right? Hyper Madness is the same. Skeleton Knight got a little bit of a nerf to its damage, or no, to its HP. Theft Goblin Party has a new artwork, which looks just as good, to be honest. I mean, just as good. It looks better. It looks so much better. Jonathan Succubus is the same. This card, I think. Oh yeah, no, I actually made like a new artwork for this card. Let me note this one because I think I didn't actually put it on the database. Body Recon. Sabotage is the same. Whitebone is the same. Doppelganger is the same. Deal with the Devil is the same. Vampire Rogue now has a new artwork and it looks amazing. Oh my god! Like I am just so it's weird because it's like I'm impressed with V6, but I'm also like a bit annoyed because it keeps getting like fingers and bones wrong. But it's like it barely does like the right thing, but when it does, it just does such a good job. And so yeah, that's the end of that. And let's go for like the wind ones. There's like not a lot of changes done. This is the old one. This is the new one. She no longer has like the whole tap, target soul ability, blah blah blah. Did I change her here? Again, one action per turn. No, I didn't change her at all. She's the same. This is the same, but it looks amazing with the new icons. Looks interesting. This is the same. This is the same. Oh wait, no, I nerfed this. I made it so that machine gun no longer has reach. Because this card is actually pretty good, like at least in the initial format, I'd say. Secret Agent. Look at your hand. No, this card is still the same. Police Officers is still the same. Crash now has a better artwork. Concede is the same. Catapult Boulder is the same. Shinestone is the same. Mobile Suit Ares is the same. Pan of Greed is the same. Seraphic Summon now has a badass, cool, amazing artwork of a seraphim actually being summoned onto Earth. And he looks so interesting. Like, it's so cool what you can do with this AI. No change. Did I change this? I don't think I did. Oh yeah, I changed this. I fixed it. To be honest, I made it so that like this card I made it so that this card no longer targets, because it was ridiculous that this card was made to interact with Giant Cocoon, so you can summon your perfect moth faster. But this card targets, and Giant Cocoon was target proof, so you could not use this card for what it was made for. It was ridiculous. So yeah, no longer. Nighthawk, amazing artwork, new artwork, yeah, obviously. The other one looked like a toy. The old helicopter looked like a toy, and this one looks like a real helicopter, and it looks pretty fucking cool. So yeah, skill shot and piece of cake. Wait. Oh yeah, I did this. I wonder if this is gonna be problematic. I changed like the piece of cake counters to spell counters on birthday cake. So like now you can either use this card for its spell counters if you want to for some reason, or you can put spell counters on this card and keep drawing cards if you want to for some reason. So this card is gonna be interesting in the future. Might nerf it back, but we'll see. Only playtest will tell. And that concludes all of the changes that I have made. The leaders now work different in, oh my gosh, so new artwork. Leaders are now different. Healing Cond is different now. Like the layout is a little bit different because of the new icons and the new text. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, like, I changed the word wizard for mage because the words such as like wizard and witch are like related to like a cult, like, you know, Satanism and bad stuff, basically. Mage, right? While mage can be like an artist, can be a scientist, right? The three mage kings, you know, like a mage can be a good thing, you know, while a wizard and witch is almost always linked to something bad, unless it's like an RPG thing. So I think that mage is like a more fitting word. It's pretty much all there is to it. I just don't want people thinking that like the water, like for example that Volkner who was a wizard, like, oh, he's bad, he's evil because he's a wizard, he's doing witchery. It's like, no, he's a mage. He's doing magic that was made by God. Like, he is using God's power to make magic, which is how magic works in my universe. He is not at all like an evil mage or evil wizard. He is just a mage who actually praises God. So, yeah. So yeah, there you go. There. This has been my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. Dude, please leave a comments. Are so good for the algorithm, dude. You can, like, if you don't have anything to say, just put like an emoticon, like an emoji, and just send it. It helps so much, dude. It's actually better than likes. So subscribe if you want to see more about this game. Gosh, I'm 100% going to finish this game this year. I'm pretty sure of it. It's almost done. It's almost finished already. So yeah, I would say thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.